Okay, I think if I could tend animals, get the animals up. I think I can do that if I, no, I cannot by researching xenobiology. Okay, let's tend the animals. This episode has been a lot of me trying to hit these milestones. So this is going to be the last one. Thank you for joining me for Nathan Plays Badly. Nathan streams badly. I was a teenage xenocolonist. I apologize for starting late. I fell asleep. And try to keep the sun off my face. We are currently here. I guess we'll just kind of do these backwards. You haven't been down to the deepest crevice of the ridges where the crystals grow thick and the air is stagnant and dead. It's already sweltering on the ridges, but in the chasms you can see the heat warping the air, almost like it's a permanent fog. Utopia says that the air is so thick and still that you can't even use your glider down there. At least one thing survives in the haze, though. While you take a break for lunch, one day you can see flickers of silver dart in and out of the fog like ripples of light on a lake. As you unpack your tiffin box, the silver flashes come up out of the fog and begin to surround you. They're animals, eyeless, almost translucent creatures, about the length of your arm, trailing meter-long tentacles behind them. Their mournful hooting is magical and strange. You look them up on your hollow palm. Oh! Ah, air squid babies. Wait, air squids are predators. Huh? 3, 4, 5. Oh. I was thinking, why doesn't this one get +1? Because it's unchangeable. So 2, 3, but that's going to change all the things. I removed that one. Put that over there. Put that there. So +1 to each gem on other cards. Well, 3. Super win. If I took this off, oh, because I didn't play a card. Okay. And I put this on there. 44. 4 stars, excuse me. Hello, good evening. Okay, you duck behind some roots and keep perfectly still as the creepy creatures flood around and past you. They don't seem to be hunting for food. They must be on their way somewhere. Until they suddenly turn back and zero in on your location. You find yourself surrounded by curious baby air squids as their tentacles begin to burst over the ground looking for you. You're not going to get eaten today. You leave your tiffin and bolt, paying no heed to the noise you're making as rocks clatter down the side of the castle. Mysterious Stranger 3. As you run, you swear. As you run, you swear you run right past someone. Wait, where did he come from? Behind you, you think you hear him make a low hooting noise. By the time you realize the air squid are no longer chasing you, he's gone. Well. I think I picked up all the collectibles. You find your way blocked by a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar. Knocked over. Yeah, a stranger. A hollow pillar, knocked over and lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right, at least a kilometer in each direction. Though at some point, it's crumbled enough that you could likely scale over it. Let's check it out. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do this. Then let's do this. Now let's do this. $26. Oh. Hmm. Oh, completely different idea here. Okay. That one, this one, this one, and this one because we get +2 to pairs. There we go. Ah, only 1 star. +1 to engineering, +5 kudos. You find more scraps of convergent dominion writing and technology. You document everything to bring back to Utopia. You're investigating a weird squeaking noise. Eventually, following it to its source, a warm swarm of bounce weasels are gathered. A whole swarm of bounce weasels are gathered on the cliff above you. You watch as they throw their tiny bodies off the edge, plummeting past you and out of sight. They scream and screech in excitement. Okay, weird. Get close to investigate. Gives us a card. Unique perception 10 or greater. Film from a distance, leave. Get close to investigate. Pick your way down the slope, finding a second herd of miraculously unharmed weasels at the bottom. As you watch them, one lands on your head and squeaks indignantly. Goes to join the rest of its kin. Ouch. It's 3 stress and gain memory rain. Excuse me, raining bounce weasels. And +1 animals. You hear the flapping of wings and look up. A whole colony of pink and orange dwarves moth cling to the rock overhead, nearly camouflaged. As the squealing of the weasels above reaches a fever pitch, the dwarves moth restlessly take off from the cliff and flutter around. You watch as one of the little creatures pitches off the edge of the cliff and lands square on the dwarf's moth back, sending them both plummeting to the bottom. As large moth crashes fatally into the ground, the weasel curls its body and bounces harmlessly away, then scurries back to feed on its prey. You record the screeching for your holopalm. What a noise. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. You're woken by the buzzing of your holopalm. It's a colony-wide alert. You rub your eyes and ponder the thickness of the air seeping into your bedroom through the open Then through the open doorway. It's an ominous but beautiful sight. The seasonal pale pink haze has turned to deep fuchsia, with scantling silver speckles floating through it. The shimmer. Thankfully, you've been inoculated against the shimmer, because this looks like a bad year for everyone's spores. To be safe, you stay inside and seal your door and windows tightly. You spend the time playing hollow games with your dad. After a couple of days, the pollen fog passes without incident. Okay, mid pollen. Well, it is bad. Look at that. Ah, Tammy. You find Tammy in the command quarters, in the common quarters. She's heavily absorbed in cleaning, balancing on a chair to dust high up on the walls. You always wonder who did all the really thankless cleaning around the colony. And apparently, the answer is Tammy. Tammy looks down at you as you approach and gestures to turn off her hear speak. Oh, hello, Badly, she says, pushing her bangs from her face with a sweaty, harried smile. She she's clearly been at this a while. I was just getting some cleaning done. Nothing like a shiny, clean room to take your mind off things, right? She grimaces, then seems to remember herself and covers it with a giggle. It feels forced. Hey, you should clean my room next, or what's wrong, Tammy? What's wrong, Tammy? What? No, of course not, Tammy assures you. She hops down off the chair and gives you a brief little squeeze. Gosh, that's so nice of you to ask. Fix Tammy with a look, and her smile falters. I mean, it's nothing, she says. I overheard something I probably shouldn't have. She says, looking down at the ground. When I was getting something from the pantry, I overheard some of the adults in the kitchen talking about how the triplet stalks from the last harvest all had some weird mold on them, and they had to throw out almost all of them. She tugs at her ear miserably. I just remember being so hungry, and if we ever run out of food again. Tammy clenches her fist in her skirt. I wish I didn't have to hear about all the bad things. Why can't things just be good and nice and not so scary all the time? The grown-ups have everything under control, but it is scary and dangerous out there. That's an interesting choice. Because it is scary and dangerous out there. And I'm not entirely sure the grown-ups have everything under control. Plus, we're what? 16, 17, 16? We should learn to not necessarily rely on the grown-ups. but I don't think this is the right answer. But it is scary and dangerous out there. Tammy sticks back from you, her eyes glow wide. Don't say that. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Leave Tammy in the common area, continuing to avoid thinking about her fears through stress cleaning. Well, that's not how I wanted that to go. But also, I can't lie to her. Split your time between watching holovids, listening to music, and studying for class. Occasionally, someone asks you to run an errand for them. You go on long walks. Overall, you spend the month relaxing and doing whatever you want, whenever you want. And you really needed this. Learning about Earth is a 3. Doesn't do anything other than that. I am really kind of concerned that we don't have any large cards. I mean, we do have some large cards, but we don't have a lot of them. The more small cards we have, the more likely, the less likely large cards are to be drawn. I don't think I'm to the point of throwing away 3s yet. So we'll keep our memories. Late pollen. In fact, maybe I'll go in here and go to the spa and see if there's anything that we do want to get rid of. What about this one? Duplicates when it's drawn, so it pops up with 3 1 cards. Do I need raining bounce weasels twice? Okay, that's a gem. That's a wild. Maybe it is time to start getting rid of the 3s. Alright, I'm gonna forget robo power. Breathe deeply in the memory has been forgotten. And since I got the determined group, do I really want to have doing paperwork? I'm going to forget that one too. Okay. Okay, so our shiny new toy in Expeditions. Pretty much been used out. I could do some foraging in the valley. I don't really see the value in exploring nearby anymore. I'm wondering if I don't want to do an expedition at the moment. It did say that a new boss event had spawned. But I think maybe I want to go in here. Increase. If I increased biology, I should get a new perk. I don't know what that perk is. Somewhere in there, there's two more perks to my increases in my gear, which would be a nice perk. So I think I'm going to do this life science. You see a notice on the engineering hollow web. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do because she's desperate. Please apply. Okay, well, let's apply for the job. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her holopalm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. You wait for further instructions, Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here. Like tutoring and engineering. Goal 33. You know, it seems to be really good. Could have maybe done that. That's better. Oh, I'm gonna miss out on 5 kudos, but I don't really care. 2 stars. +5 biology, +2 reasoning, +13 stress, and friendship with tangent. Early dust. New perk. Native botany. Unlocks xenobotany research in geophonics. Well, that's not the perk I was looking for. Okay. Tammy's got me worried. Colony food supply 80%, security 70. And there's another mushroom log back here. Explore the xenobiology lab. Hey, kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk where he's dissecting a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me that spreader? I've really got my hands in things here. Excuse me. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open one sort of weird stomach-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pools at the desk. Whoa! He exclaims. I thought I drained this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess? You help him mop up the flower juice. Yuck, it's sticky and smells like rotten vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of you kids to come help me out with researching native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as Gentech research with instance, but it is important. I've set up the lab for native plants, he says. Come by if you're looking for something to do. And if you find any cool plants while you're out exploring, bring them here, and we'll take a look. Your dad looks around at his lab and laughs, then sighs. It's funny. Your mother would not have approved of this. She hates the idea of cultivating native. She hated the idea of cultivating native plants, even though he looks down at his hands. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to learn a lot of useful stuff. Unlock xenobiology and geophonics. So I can do this I get 2 biology, I get 2 organization, friendship Cal. Kudos and stress. I got another job we can check out. I can tutor children. Reasoning, empathy. It's actually paid better. I have less stress too. Which is kind of weird. I think I want reasoning and empathy. Or do something different altogether. Come down here and train my combat skills. Finish training for combat. Lookout duty. I think I want to train my combat. I think combat might be the next gear slot. First gear slot was organization. So let's do combat. Defense training. There's so many people training in self-defense today that you have to break out into stations. What do you want to work on today? Virtue Space helmet training. Can't even. I don't even know. Smashing things with your fist. Excuse me. Do Virtue Space helmet training. You go over to where Nami is filing around wearing a Virtue Space helmet. I think that's flailing around. And load up your own training program. Reality fades out of your awareness, replaced by a rolling neon landscape with a thumping brass beat. Shapes start flying towards you, forcing you to dodge and weave around them to the beat of the music. Work up a sweat, lunging and throwing your body around the mat, but it barely feels like work at all. Feels like virtual reality video games, right? Plus one is perception. You feel moderately more aware of your surroundings. Get to work. One slot becomes value 3. This is good reason to keep this around. $35. Why did that get a +3? Oh, because the +2 for this card. Okay. +4 combat, +1 animals, +13 stress. We get plus friendship with anonymity and +1 friendship with ants, which, I mean, let's be truthful here. We don't care if we get friendship with ants, right? It's Fortuna! Everyone is high spirits as you decorate the colony square. The great tables are piled high with food, groaning under the weight of heaps of roasted and steaming vegetables. Barbecue meat, stews, crafts are mulled cider and cakes dripping with frosting and sugar bug syrup. Together in the colony square for the usual speeches. Lum takes the stage to fanfare and applause. "Hello, people of Fortuna!" he exclaims over the din. "Happy Fortunala! Fortunalia!" Takes a big theatrical breath. "Do you smell that? That's the smell of victory. We humans have secured our hold on this planet, and now it's time to celebrate." Lum gestures to the sagging feast table. "Eat, drink, and be merry." The crowd cheers again. After council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Fortunalia Games. You feel the pulse of a new hollow message in your palm and open it to read. "Happy Fortunalia, there's a present for you on the table. XOXO, your secret admirer." Really? I got a secret admirer. You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present in among the roasted vegetables. Wow. You have a secret admirer. +2, last card, gift from a secret admirer. You unwrap your present, it's a data band. You snap it on your wrist and boot it up on your holopalm. It's full of all your favorite songs, videos, shows, and games. A collection curated by someone who must really know you. Now you'll always have your media with you, even if the net goes down, including all your favorite episodes of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. Nice. Search the holopalm for any hints as to who could have made it, but you can't find anything. You'll have to ask around, but later. The games are about to begin. You assemble with the other kids for the annual games. What do you choose this year? Looks like I can only do Bake Off. Organization 35 or greater. Oh, trivia. Oh, persuasion talent show. No combat. Wrangling. Okay, Bake Off it is. +5 loyalty, +2 friendship with Tammy and Cal. Join Cal and Tammy in the kitchens. They're standing ready to close. They're standing really close to each other, like really close. Tammy adjusts her clothing and Cal coughs. "Well, let's get cooking, he says. Time to get your bake on, right? Your theme is multi-layered cakes. You'll be in charge of designing, baking, assembling, and decorating a towering monument to sweet cake and frosting. Really? I gotta compete against Tammy for baking cake? Organizing challenge hard. I know they've got gems, but only 2. It's 6 for the straight. 3 bonus to straights. Plus 1 to all flushes. Okay. Three. 4, but that makes it 5. Let's see if we can't come up with a different strategy. Excuse me. Plus 1 to the card on the right. Right. Eight there. Four. I hate to do this as a 5. I'll take the -1. Kudos. And 6. I got a bunch of 4s here. I mean, I could do 3, 4, 5. And then a 3 and a 4. That gets me to the goal. Well, if I'm trying to do numbers, don't like that. That gets me to the goal too. Not higher than that? I think so. Wait, if we're... No, because that gives me the straight, which I get a +3 to. We'll go with that for the win. -1 kudos, +1 organized. Bake Off Champion. I've already got one of those memories. Your cake is an architectural marvel. What is this question mark? Gain status popularity. Oh, okay. Cake is an architectural marvel. Easily in the running for the best thing ever created on Fortuma. For sure. It's 4 tiers and decorated with delicate hand sculpted floral details and piped frosting. It's delicious, too. The best part is eating it, of course. -50 stress. Okay, I had a little bit of stress, but I wasn't too stressed out. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you can eat in 3 settings. Then all the food is gone and the sunset has broken the heat of day. People break out their instruments. Everyone dances well into the night. Vince, mid-dust, seems to have something he wants to say to us. Vince is supervising a group of children doing push-ups. Keep those backs straight, he barks through, though he looks proud of them. He sees you coming and jogs over to meet you. Hey, Badly, he says. Get some training in. Someone gave you a data van. It might have been Vince. I highly doubt that. Leave him alone for now. You excuse yourself. You can always ask again later if you have the guts. So all the kids have something to say to me because I'm supposed to ask them if they're my secret admirer. I will ask Eminette if she's my secret admirer. Choose Eminette between drills, leaning her elbows against the garrison fence. She takes a swig of her canteen, then pours it over herself to cool down. Hey, Badly, she says, shaking out her hair. What's going on? Are you my secret admirer? Emmett giggles nervously. Gross, she says. Not a chance, Badly. Brutal. Speaking of my secret admirer, I do want to put this here. It's to the last card. Now, is that the last card like when I do a challenge? I've got 3 lines I fill up. Is that the last card of each one? Or is that just the very last card? But we're going to find out. I guess I can ask Tangent. Tangent is hard at work in the lab, entering calculations into her hollow palm and frowning over a set of samples. She barely notices you enter. Hello, Badly, she says, distracted before going back to her work. Are you my secret admirer? Tangent continues to scrutinize her work, though the tips of her ears go pink. What? No, of course not, she says. I would never. The whole idea of. I'm simply too busy to. That's okay, I won't tell. Tangent nods, finally meeting your eye. Good, she says. I don't want to make a big deal about it. Sure. You lean in for a kiss, but Tangent takes a step back. I have to get back to work, she says, and leaves the room. Great, so I lost 2 friendship. I gained 2 friendship, I lost 2 friendship. I might have only gained 1 friendship. $37. She's at the most. So, the time has passed. I found out that it was the engine. I pushed it. She was not happy about that. Let's again do some combat training. I decided not to do this because it doesn't actually give me combat. Security Chief Rhett interrupts your afternoon training to address the group. Eminette perks up. This seems important. Since the original colony was destroyed, Rhett begins, we've needed every skilled security officer we can find to defend our home. And now, with Governor Lum's blessing, age is no longer a requirement. We are looking for young recruits to join the ranks of the defense squad. This is a serious job, punches his hand for emphasis. You'll be soldiers, not little kids learning self-defense, peering down from the safety of the walls. You will be in danger. You need to be brave and know your way around a weapon. Step forward if you think you have what it takes to defend our colony. So bravely step forward, quietly hang back for now. Go pound sand, warmonger. Okay. At the beginning of this playthrough, this is what I think I wanted to kind of do with this. But I'm not sure that's really what I want this character to be anymore. And I'm always saying these with the requirement thing are probably always the best choice. So, okay, bravely step forward. When Rhett smiles, it's not a happy smile. But do you have what it takes to survive? Yes, I do, and I'm ready to serve. Combat 30! Find what it takes. Rhett shakes his head. You're a greenhorn, kiddo. No shame in it. But I won't enlist someone who can't handle themselves in a fight. Take some self-defense classes and come see me again. Alright, get to work. Defense training. Thank you, game. Thank you. If I have to have a random card stuck in here, I want it to be this one. Well, probably not. Two, if it has the highest value, it does. +1 from battle condition. Okay. But if I put a 9 in here, yeah, it loses that. Because its base value of 6 or 7 does not beat this. Even if I put that 8 in there. Six. It's just going to have to get over itself. Oh, this becomes a 10. How does this become a 10? Oh, because, duh, +2. Only 2 stars. +5 combat, +1 animals, +13 stress. 1 friendship with Aminette and 1 friendship with Famous. Mid dust. Late dust. New perk. Shop weapons. New cards in the depot. This is just the camera red state. I have no kudos. 20 to combat, +2 bonus to pairs, to strength pairs only, +50 to combat, +2 bonus for strength pairs. Is strength the correct word for this? Autoplay best hand. -2 to cards. Really? That works well. I don't think I've seen it before, but I wouldn't call that a weapon. 5 toughness, +1 bonus to pairs, +5 biology, +1 bonus to strays. I have no kudos, but I would really love to get this. It doesn't really say. I guess strength isn't something here, but then again, it's been calling this. No, it hasn't been calling it organized order. I think it's been calling that. So yeah. So, babysitting pays really well, right? And I get a plus to my friendship with Tangent as well. No, I think that's just plus with Nami. Yeah, Nami. Reasoning, empathy, 12 kudos. Let's do your children. You show up to class to find Roots teaching a classroom of young children. Instances nowhere to be found. In the absence of further direction, you settle in to help the students with their work. After half an hour, Instance pokes her head into the classroom. Oh, good. You're already here, she says. I trust you'll be able to handle yourself in all subjects and with students of all ages. Ask Roots if you need any help. She turns to leave, but stops and turns back to you. Thank you, Badly, she says quietly. Since Professor Hall died, well, Congruence and myself are poor replacements for him. I'm grateful for your help. We will have to do something about that next time. You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopoems to access the holonet. Congruence's massive database. Congruence has everything they could ever need: music, movies, games, novels, and comics. A calculator, a timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, and colony social media. Specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in the games. Yeah. What does this do? It doesn't call people. It doesn't communicate with people. It lets you play games when you're standing in a line or have a little bit of free time. You need something to distract yourself. That's what that does. That's what that's there for. Some understand it less than others. Why do we gotta read stuff? Nugent whines, poking directly at her hollow screen. The skin around her newly implanted holopalm looks a little red, like she keeps picking at it. I just want to play games. Nougat. I wonder if that's because she's splotchy like that. We're lucky to have access to this tech. Here, let me show you something. That looks infected. Well, let's be concerned about her health. +1 biology. Take a closer look at Nougat's hollow palm implant. The edges where it meets the skin are peeling back and it looks red and puffy. No wonder she's having a hard time concentrating. Looks like it really hurts. You take her to the med bay, put some antibiotic cream on it, and wrap her hands so she stops picking at it. She's excused from this lesson until her implant heals properly. So you spend some time with her afterwards, showing her how her own holopalm works. The quieter environment of the medbay seems to help her concentrate, and soon she's zapping through Congruence's archive on her own. Looks like you're pretty good at this tutoring business. Okay, get to work. So first collectible is free. Well, we want to do this because that gives +2 to the gem cards themselves. I want to put this at the end. Well, that gives us another +2. This is a 5. That's going to be a 5 as well. So that wins it. But that's +2 to a card. Draw a card. +1 to a card. I'm going to go ahead and use that because I can. Gives me a super gold because it was free. Still only got 2 stars. But +6 to reasoning, +1 to empathy, 24 kudos, +12 kudos. What was it? From popular status, 8 stress, and friendship with Nami Nami. I am well on my way. Early wed. You know, possible I've trained up my empathy. I should probably go around and see if I've trained up my stuff enough that I can, yeah, do this. Dis jumps out of the bed of an expedition's transport, slapping it fondly on the roof before turning to you. He looks uncommonly comfortable in his skin. Hey, Badly, he says. It was a good day out there. He doesn't elaborate. Well, I think I want to do this. It is a 0, though the value is wild. Dare you to go in a restricted area. You dare this to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering. Deep down where Chief Engineer Instance never goes. Under the recycling room where they say there are ghosts. You set the mood, then sneak around behind them, put your hollow palm flashlight under your face and shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eyes. +2 friendship with this, +1 bravery. Badly, think about it. If there were ghosts in the spaceship, one of them would be my mother. Would be my mom. Oh yeah. Yes, that would scare a normal person, but this still isn't scared of anything. Because that's his special skill, right? That's what his that's how he's been made, is that he has no fear of anything. Need creativity 40. Yeah, I'm far away from that. Nami has 3 hollow screens in front of them, all displaying different homework assignments. I have so much to do, she whines, squashing her cheeks in despair. This would go so much faster if I was smart, like Tangent. Maybe it's okay to take a break, just a little. How about I have a present for you? Do you like cake? How about a crystal cluster? I've got oodles of those. +2 friendship, yeah. Learn Nami Nami likes crystal clusters. Nami makes a sound of appreciation and holds the crystal up to light. Whoa! It makes rainbows! It's perfect! Thank you so much! Yep, that's why she likes it. It makes rainbows. You look high and low for Cal, but you can't find them anywhere. You're about to give up when you hear a curious sound from the gardening shed, followed by the trill of Tammy's laughter. You knock on the door. It's been left slightly ajar, just in time to see Cal jump away from Tammy, who's seated on the work table. Tammy giggles nervously and smooths down her skirt, and Cal rubs the back of his neck. Hey, Badly, he stammers. I was just showing Tammy, this. He picks up one of the gardening tools and brandishes at you. Tammy goes red and tugs her ear. Biology 40. I'm not too far away from that, I don't think. 37. I found something you might like. Give him cake. +2 friendship Cal, +2 friendship Cal, and -5 stress. Cal's eyes go wide. Whoa, Badly. This is my favorite thing in the whole planet. He makes grabby hands at the cake and takes a big huff of the pleasant, sugary smell as his eyes slip closed in sheer pleasure. Whoa, Badly, he breathes. You are really the best of the best. Here, you have a piece too. Let the icing melt in your mouth. Let all your worries melt away with it. Animals 80 or greater. Not close to that either. Your head takes a big breath of air. This is real living, he says grandly. Sometimes I wake up thinking we're still hurling through space on the Strato. I'm just so jazzed when I remember we're here, on a real planet. He slaps you on the back. Never take this for granted, kiddo. Get into a debate, need persuasion 40 or greater. Okay. Mars is scrolling through the colony message board on her hollow palm. Badly, do you think I'm stuck up? She asked. There's like this whole thread on the colony board about how I'm conceited and think I'm so much better than everyone else. She continues scrolling. If I felt shame, that would really hurt. Mars, what do you think about crystal clusters? Mars likes crystal clusters. +4 friendship with Mars. Mars laughs, taking the crystal and turning it over in her hand, inspecting it. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but I'll admit, this crystal is pretty fabulous. I'll add it to my collection. Birthday? Is it Mars's birthday? Early Wet is Mars's birthday. And she likes crystal clusters. Well, if it isn't one of Vance's cronies, Rex teases. Did he tell you to come give me a hard time, or are you here just for fun? I am not one of Vance's cronies. I will not cop to that. I got you a present. Help Rex build something. So engineering 40. I'm at 46. Hugs incoming done. Help them build something. I don't really think I want a zero value card. Oh, value is wild, just like the other one. Actually, I'm working on something right now, Rex says, producing a holo projector. It looks so familiar. Wait, it's the holo projector you used to watch vids on in the crèche. It's been broken ever since the crèche was destroyed. I was hoping you could help me fix it up. I want to have outdoor movie nights. +2 friendship with Rex, +1 engineering. You help Rex bring the holo projector back to life. Then help him make an outdoor theater for it, complete with overhead lights and comfortable places to pile up your bedding. Aunt Anne provides the snacks. Rex looks at it with pride. We just have to figure out what to play for our opening night. Depends on who the audience is. Are we going for kids or are we going for adults? Blue bobber fruit. Need 80 for another random act of kindness. 80. She's the one I'm most farthest away from being able to do this with. Surprise party. +3 on third stage of challenge. Wow. And a 5 to boot. That's a really good card. Tammy is listening to her holo speak. Eyes closed and swaying to the music only she can hear. You tap her on the shoulder and she jumps. Oh! Hello, Badly. Did you need something? Well, I would say I got you a present, give you cake, but I don't have cake. What about crystal cluster? I'm finding out if people like crystal clusters. +1 with 10. So she's okay with it, but she doesn't like it. She shouldn't like it. Tammy accepts your gift with an inquisitive look. Thank you. Is it a special occasion? She asks, turning it over in her hands. I'm not sure what to do with this, but thank you for thinking of me. Tangent, I know what you like. I'm wondering about giving you one, even though most people I'm giving crystal clusters to if I can't do something with them. Toughness 80 or greater. You spot Aminette talking to Vince. He smiles warmly and claps her on the shoulder, and she goes red, stammering out a goodbye as he walks away. Oh, seriously? Oh, hey, Badly, she says when you approach. Here, I got something for you. She does not like crystal clusters. Dislike crystal clusters. -1. Huh. Look at this hunk of whatever. And that says, hefting the crystal with one hand. It's not really my thing. You should give these to Mars. Yes, I found that out. Warriors used to be revered on ancient Earth, Vince says. The Spartans, the Vikings, the Celts, the Huns. Yeah, pretty much all of those were feared, not revered. All powerful civilizations were born and died on the strength and failings of their warriors. He gestures around himself at the garrison. We're the future of the warrior caste, he continues proudly. Everything we do here honors our forefathers and all of humanity. Combat 40 or greater. I challenge you. Here, I have something for you. +1 Vince. Vince gives you a curt nod and tosses you a gift on a nearby table. Thanks. We want to study together. Reasoning 40 or greater. Yeah. You and Tangent are talking when a group of children bumbles boisterously past you. Tangent rolls her eyes. I have always prided myself on not acting like other teenagers, she says. I'm simply not like other teenagers. I have something for you. I'm going to give you a crystal cluster this time. 1 friendship. Okay, she didn't hate it, but she didn't like it either. Tangent shrugs. You should probably just keep it. I don't even know what I'd do with that. When you insist she keeps it, she shrugs again. Sure, maybe I'll find a use for it. I believe doesn't say. Augment. That's what I was looking for. The word I was looking for this was augment. It's augment. No sense of fear. Okay, why does Dis have have sliders on him? Nobody else does. Neither of them show their birthday. I think next month is their birthday, but I wouldn't swear to it. I want to increase my reasoning. +2 reasoning, +1 reasoning, creativity and persuasion, +3 reasoning. I get the +2 reasoning and friendship with Tangent. I don't know. Two might do it. But if I do the tutor... okay. I want to raise the reasoning. Wouldn't mind raising the empathy. Quite frankly, I want the 12 kudos. Or the extra kudos, the 24 kudos that comes with this status. I think this is the last month to do this, so that's even better. You're a scurrying of metal legs. What the heck? And a strange knee-high robot bursts into your engineering lab, going full tilt on its 6 spidery legs. It slams into the wall hard enough to knock itself down. It seems to be having trouble getting back up again, and is failing. It's swinging around its magnetic legs, its metal legs around dangerously. 50 to fix the robot. I don't have that. Smash it before it hurts someone. Pull it back out in the hall. Pull that back out in the hall. Plus 3 stress. Ouch! It accidentally slashes you with a leg while scrambling to find purchase. Stupid robot. Congruence's TV thingy wheels in squeakily as the robot runs off down the hall. Sorry about that, she chirps. I'm so close to getting its new movement algorithm online. I'll have the Robovacs corner it and we can try again. Working with robots is just so hard with no hands. She continues, wheeling back and forth in a display of frustration. This was much easier when Hal was here. I miss him. Grinch doesn't need to clear her throat, but you get the distinct impression she's simulating it anyways. Well, if you know anyone who loves to tinker with bots, let me know. I need a helper. Get to work. How is that tutoring? One slot card gets +2. That last card gets +4. Set neighbor to this value. I don't really want that. Oh! Oh! Yeah, I like that. Still only 2 stars. I guess I could have done better. 6 reasoning, +1 empathy, 24 kudos, and 8 stress. Plus friendship with Namion. Mid-wet. New perk. +1 to mental cards. Blue cards get +1 in mental challenges. I was really hoping that that was going to be that extra gear slot. So that's not what I needed to reach to reasoning 40 or greater. Too soon to give another get. Really? Tangent gestures towards geoponics, though. We're doing some really incredible things with genetically modified crops, she says proudly. Recombinant DNA is fascinating. We can take the genes that select for hardness in bitumen plants and insert them into the genome of humble terran plants with higher yields, such as potatoes. Ooh, she says, closing her eyes. Or even coffee beans. Well, I guess there's no point in trying to give this another present. Ooh, I didn't give him a present. because I was able to challenge him to something. Dis is kneeling at the edge of the expedition staging area, checking through his backpack. Can't wait to get out there again, he says. I hate being cooped up in the colony or with everyone's drama. And everything always smells like crap. Takes a deep breath for effect. Yep. I'm not gonna miss that when I'm gone. Does this interest you? Well, I know this does. +2 friendship with this. This eyes light up when he sees your gift. Whoa! He says, taking them from you with uncharacteristic delight. Are these pieces of a jelly arc root network? Or is it a dormant butterfly bush? Where did you find these? I really wish I knew the answer to that question. Where did I find those? Okay, I think if I could tend to animals to get the animals up. I think I can do that no, I cannot by researching xenobiology. Okay, let's tend the animals. This episode has been a lot of me trying to hit these milestones. So this is going to be the last one. You meet your dad by the animal pens, fresh and ready for your first day at your new job. Your dad laughs at your clean clothes and your scrubbed face. Okay, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you that you're a little overdressed for the position. He chuckles. You're gonna get dirtier than all heck today. Go on, put on those overalls and let's get to work. You change and follow your dad to the float cow pens. He rubs their nose as he points out their names. I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets, he says. They're livestock. More than that, they're not really domesticated. Like our animals back on Earth, they're more like tame. We give all the animals a lot of room to roam, and we give all the animals a lot of room to roam, and we feed them well. They're not gonna get chased down and eaten by bigger animals, and we help them if they're sick. It's a pretty good deal, I think, but they're still pretty wild, he says. You gotta be careful with them. Leaves his elbows on the fence. We were pretty lucky that Bertuma has herd animals, he says. Makes it a little easier. We'll probably have real domesticated animals in a couple 100 years. Well, kiddo, your dad says, spreading his arms. We've got all these animals. What do you want to learn about first? The bristle slugs, float cows, sugar bugs, tripets. I don't think we should eat animal stuff. Let's get started. The bristle slugs. Oh yeah, we got a ton of them, he says. They're great, slow and gentle and easy to catch, which you already know. Don't let the spikes fool you, they're actually really cuddly. And don't mind it when you pet them. It actually helps them in the wild. They'd be scratching up on all sorts of things to knock off those itchy berries. Scrunches his nose. They're not really berries. They're more like eggs. Well, they're like berries, though, because they're sweet. And, you know what? Never mind. Vertumen animals are pretty weird. Okay, float cows. We know a lot about float cows, but tell us about float cows. Your dad gestures at the herd of float cows. Here they are. Beautiful, aren't they? And pretty gross. You don't want to know where they make their milk, but I give you a hint. It's not dairy. He laughs at your wrinkled nose. It's not any wilder than when people used to drink cow's milk. I mean, who's the first guy who decided to do that? We figure out that if we keep feeding them what they've been eating during pollen, they'll keep making milk year-round. Continues Bradley. Makes them heavy enough that they don't float away. Otherwise, we'd have to keep them on leads like balloons. Okay, sugar bugs. Your dad takes you to a row of crates where the soft, squashy sugar bugs are all clumped up together in the moist muck. These guys are pretty cool, he says, picking one up. It perfectly fits in his palm. They're a colony, just like us. And if you tickle them, you get. Brushes his fingers along the top of the sugar bug, and a little jet of gooey stuff comes out. Sugar bug syrup, he says. Pretty neat, right? Tripens. No joke. We thought these guys were plants for the first couple of years, your dad says. We transplanted them from the wild into the greenhouse, but I guess that was just part of their life cycle because it turns out they're sentient and can move around and stuff. Wait, they're sentient? We moved them out of the greenhouses and into the barns, but we don't really treat them differently. They still mostly just sit there. Okay, let's get started. Great, your dad says, clapping you on the back. That's the kind of energy I want to see around here. We need someone to muck out the floathouse stables. They might float, but their poop sure doesn't. He hands you the shovel. Have fun. Yeah, that was not exactly what I was expecting. Okay. Start with those. Wait. Oh, because of this. Alright, let's move this one there. There we go, 38. Still, only 2 stars. A little annoying. Plus 6 to animals, plus 2 to empathy, plus 10 kudos. 8 stress. I am halfway to the first 100 of 3 for that mass. Plus 8 stress. Plus 1 for chip cow. But wait. I did get the perk. What's the perk? There we go, extra gear slot. So, did I find out? No. Maybe it's this month then. This has those sliders. Whoops. I'm curious why nobody else does. What? Bluebell fruit, red xeno eggs, and cake. Yeah, nobody else has those sliders. Why is that? Are we unaware that Tammy likes cake? Maybe she doesn't maybe she doesn't like cake but still doesn't dislike cake. Oh yeah. Gear. 22 persuasion and 2 bonuses to straights. Ten to combat, 2 to challenges, to physical challenges. Actually, this one might be pretty good. Plus 5 empathy, plus 1 to cards with gems. Or straight up plus 5 to challenges. I think I want this one. So, here's an interesting question that I should probably answer next time I need to rest. Is there a third level to our pet? Can we get them a third level? Or is it just 2 levels? Okay. So is it one? It's not. I'm about to say, is it one gift every season? But no, it's just can't give a gift twice in a row. Tang is sulking outside the lab. Though it's hard to tell, given her usual demeanor. I'm not allowed to work a triple shift, she mutters. Just because everyone else is a weakling who requires sleep, it doesn't mean I should be held to the same standard. Here, I have something for you. I know she likes the medicinal roots. Plus 4 to Tang. Friendship with Tangent. It seems you remembered my birthday, Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lips curl in distaste at the dirt that still clings to them. How thoughtful of you. I have much to do today, but I'll set these roots aside to analyze later. She turns and walks away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds, almost as an afterthought. Tangent's birthday. Okay, so last day of wet is Tangent and Dis's birthday. Does that tell me does Dis's birthday too? No. Just Tangent. I mean, you would think that this would say, okay, they're twins, so you understand that it's both their birthday. Tangent looks up from her hollow palm, blinks as her eyes focus on the middle distance and then on you. Her previously long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost don't recognize her when you first saw her. You wondered if it was caused by a lab accident or something. Hello, Badly, she says, Ari cagedly. Did you need something? Hair. I mean, what's up with your... Oh, just came by to say hello. Let's do friendship. Faintest hint of relief passes across Tang's face. You get the impression that not pressing her on her personal appearance was the wise choice. Oh, well, hello there, Tang replies. She raises her hand as if to push her hair out of her face, but stops when she realizes what she's doing. I'm rather busy at the moment, actually, so if you don't mind, you can take a hint. Alright, it is 8:34, so this is where we're going to end it for today. Thank you for joining me for Nathan Plays Badly, Nathan Streams Badly. I was a teenage Exocolonist. I stream on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30, and then the vlogs go up a week later on Wednesday on YouTube. I also stream on Friday nights from 9:30 to whenever. That's either whenever I get tired, whenever I realize that I've gone over 2 hours, or whenever, like last week, the internet decides to give out. And then the vlogs for that go up a week later on Saturday. Also, check out my YouTube playthrough of Stardew Valley 1.6, which goes up on the channel on Mondays. Or will once I get back into recording them. If you want to get in touch with me on social media, my ex is at Nathanbadly, and Nathan Plays Badly on Facebook, YouTube, here on Twitch, and on Discord. On Discord, we also have a Discord server. If you want to get on that, just send me a friend request, and I will send you an invite to the Discord server. Thank you, and goodbye. Hey, it's Nathan Plays Badly here. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like this video, and you want to leave a constructive comment about what you think might make this video better, I'd also appreciate that. Also, you might see my picture down here. Click on that and subscribe. That would be great too. Thank you and goodbye.